Hello, AfterBuzz TV Drag Race fans. We are about to discuss the Season 11 reunion and DragCon. We are going to bring you some crazy highlights from DragCon, so stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
I feel like I'm on a teen drama.
Right? Totally. It's like CW type music. Totally.
Freeform, definitely.
Freeform.
I still don't understand why they needed that. Hi, everybody. I am your host, 123 Jackie B. With me, as always, Mark J. Freeman.
Hello, coughing up alum, but I'm here.
Jayla Rocks.
Not coughing up a lot. How are you guys? It's Jayla Rocks and I'm back in the building.
And Ollie Dreamer.
Munch, munch, crunch, crunch. I did not eat lunch, and I'm so
Oh, no.
I'm so hungry.
I gave you the granola bar.
I didn't eat it because I was.
I'm such a good mother.
You are good.
Ollie, here's a granola bar.
Well, later in the episode tonight, we are going to tell you our highlights from DragCon, so you want to stay tuned for that. But first, let's discuss the reunion.
Okay.
That doesn't sound like a ringing endorsement
Yeah, I
to
was
me.
very, unsure of where it was going. Typical VH1 fashion reunion. It was very, I don't think we got, redemption from anybody or anything.
No.
We're still holding on to storylines.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a lot of the same screaming and yelling that we saw, and that usually bothers me anyway. So it was just kind of I don't want to have to watch this again. But
That bugged me, but there were some mirror moments that I felt good about to cleanse my palate from the fighting.
she
But
said cleanse.
the first thing I want to talk about is actually the looks, because I feel like that's the most exciting. It's that a big amount of time between when they've taped the show and when they've taped the reunion has occurred. So now they got all that show money.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's why I got a new wig today. This is my reunion wig today.
Cool.
So, yeah.
It's not an
It's been so long since we taped the season, so it's happy to see everybody back. Ollie has pink hair now. I have long hair. And,
I'm coughing.
Yeah, as long as we don't have a curious wig, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Or Ariel's wig.
Lorraine is more reunion ready than the girls were.
What are you talking about? Look at Jackie. Jackie looks amazing.
No, she meant the girls.
The girls on the show.
Yeah, the girls on the show.
Girls on the actual reunion.
I will say the first thing I noticed is that there was a lot of glitter, and I was like, I'm actually really excited about the fact that everybody's kind of blinging. I feel like it's I don't know if they told all of them wear glittery outfits, but it looked good to have kind of a cohesive look.
Yeah.
The first thing I noticed was that Vanjie's outfit seemed to be more on Vanjie brand than what Jayla was talking about all season.
And she made a point in the show, and she said, I didn't have time to go see my designers.
Right.
They called me, I gave them my measurements, and I told them what to make. Was I or was I not right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. We
She
talked
did say it.
We talked about it at DragCon.
I do feel
did.
like there has to be...
go ahead.
Sorry, I feel like there has to be a balance between... I understand wanting to come on the show, and you went home first in the last season, so you want to put your best foot forward. So you want to say, look, I came this time to play. So I get that you want to hire all these designers to make your clothes or whatever, but at the same time, I'm like, you need to draw that line of also putting a lot of you into it and making sure you're very active in that process.
Right. Because, I can make you something and I made you a dress, girl. It fits you. All right,
I made you anything too.
Yeah.
Because then where's your brand, And I feel like someone like Akira, because Akira makes all her stuff. So you think of Akira and you can kind of see the cohesiveness within a lot of her outfits in the season. So you need to have a brand, ladies, if you want to make it far in the competition.
Another thing I noticed was for people that had makeup, when someone on the panel gave them a makeup note, it seemed like they really took it to heart. I noticed Nina's makeup, not just at the reunion, but also at DragCon, was completely flawless versus when she started on the show. So it seems like she took that note to heart. And the same thing with Soju.
Yeah, girl, they can afford better foundations.
I know, right? All of the makeup companies send them their products.
All free stuff, yeah.
So that's how they promote it.
which is great.
Yeah, speaking of free stuff, because thank you, shout out to drag makeup remover Drag Off.
Drag
For
Off.
all of you painting queens out there.
It's this one, right?
Yeah, you gotta show it.
Yes.
It removes
your
makeup
makeup.
while cleaning and moisturizing your skin, and you can never use water and soap on your face again. So visit dragoff.com.
Can I have one of these?
Yeah, you can have that one.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Look how I just took that. Allie's like, damn, why didn't I ask
take
for it
it.
first?
I'm sorry. It's what's the website? It's drag space or drag dash. What is that?
Girl, I gotta get it together.
Drag off.
Drag dash. Okay, edit it right. Drag-off.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you, Drag Off. Drag Off.
I think let's go down the line and see what our favorite look is. If you can bring up Evie's look. And
I mean, I think they all looked really good, honestly.
they all looked phenomenal,
No
but
one-
I think my favorite was Evie's because there was like a context thing
Content,
going on.
yeah.
It's like okay, this is my like
Yep, there it is.
pre-show outfit because next week is the finale.
finale.
So this is my like I'm getting ready for the finale outfit, which I liked. I liked that kind
And
of.
shout out to Raven in the chat who reminds us that the finale, or the finale's taped before the reunion. So the reunion's actually, they already know everything that happened, other than, they know the final two there. Right.
Right. So this was recent. This was right after because we just taped the finale like 2
days
weeks
ago.
ago. Yeah. And we actually taped All Stars 5 yesterday.
During
literally.
DragCon, it
Yeah.
was a perfect moment to do so.
So Mark,
I
who was your favorite?
I've been Team Evie from the beginning, so I'm gonna skip over her only because it's just I'm gonna say I like her whether she's wearing, wouldn't matter what she's wearing. But the one that stood out to me when I was watching was Suga.
So bring up
I
Sugar's
thought she
outfit.
looked absolutely phenomenal.
She was giving me just realness.
Oh,
She looked
so
like Jasmine
beautiful.
Masters.
Yeah. Oh, you just passed her.
Yes.
That's her. There she is.
Yeah.
She
It
she
just
actually
looks-
also reminded me of like an old film star.
Yeah.
I felt like she had a
Well,
very
she's
like,
branding that
classic-
whole granny, like I'm the
Yeah.
granny of the season type thing. So, I mean, this gives me very Patti LaBelle,
Right.
Jasmine Masters,
Very Jasmine Masters.
Zhuzh.
the Juge.
Yeah.
So Jayla, who was your favorite outfit?
Send them all home. Actually, my favorite had to be. I'm so bad. Okay, from the top up, I like Silky's. The color scheme, the band outfit,
Right.
it was cute. I didn't like the pads. I saw them; they were showing. Let's scroll through again. Let's see who else do we have that I was.
Plastique. Scarlett.
Scarlett. I
Ariel.
love Scarlett. Scarlett's look was amazing.
I have to say, Honey Davenport's look was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cute, even though they didn't give her any airtime.
Yeah,
There it
so
is.
But
let's-
I
this
liked
is-
it because she was wearing Batman Cosmetics, of course, at the reunion.
Nice.
And she recreated this look in drag and it looks really good up close.
So she's wearing like a yellow and black AfterBuzz themed outfit. I
Yeah,
would say.
totally. Totally.
But I did feel bad that when they had the queens come back, they omitted like I think it was like 2 or 3 of them, and so Honey wasn't there.
No, Honey was there.
Honey was there?
Honey was there.
Raja and Mercedes were.
Kahana
And
wasn't there.
Kahana
either.
wasn't there. I'm sorry. I feel bad now that I forgot. But still, she didn't get to say much in the reunion.
Yeah,
so.
she just had like one opinion and I was
She
like,
did a
dang,
read.
girl.
She did a
did a
read.
read.
Honey
Yeah.
just did a read. Yeah.
So Ollie, who was your favorite out of the outfits?
I don't even know. I'd say Akira. Akira was probably my favorite just because it was so blue and it looked great on her skin, and she just like
And
out
a
of
new
like
lip.
if she was in a group, like I would go straight to her.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
and
I-
Nina's was good too. I loved the monkey, the
Momo.
But those two were probably my top 2. They're just fun to look at and
Yeah.
definitely on brand for both of them.
Very Nina.
Yes, very Nina. So yeah, those are the outfits, and then we move into they do like a Vanjie clothing recap, and then they tell us that Vanjie did not last.
No.
Was it just me, or did Vanjie look like she was going to cry?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
she did.
I mean, she looked like when it was like, did you guys? Just the look on her face, like it was like, and again, maybe they edited it. Like she
They
made that
is
face
milking
later
me.
and they stuck it in there. But
Girl,
They're fine.
bring the buckets. Y'all's milking the cows in here.
They're
Yeah.
fine. Long distance.
fine.
Yeah, long distance relationships. They're hard.
Yeah.
Gays aren't even. They're not even monogamous anymore.
Don't
so.
say that. Not all of them.
Not the ones that I know.
Chuck says Evie's outfit was
throwing shade at Raja. I'm not
because Raja kept asking if she bathed.
Oh, I
Damn.
missed
Oh, y'all are reaching, but I'll take it.
I mean, either way, whether it was what you were saying or whether it's what they're saying, I never thought of either. So, kudos. I mean, I love it. I loved it.
Then they had a moment. Where they basically, it was Brooklyn saying that no one liked Scarlett, which that bums me out because I actually really did enjoy Scarlett on the show. I thought, like, at first I thought she was mean in the first, like, 2 episodes, but then you're like, oh, she's kind of doing it as, like, a tongue-in-cheek thing because she's, like, walking around the workroom, like, feeling her oats. And, I mean, we saw her at DragCon and we interviewed her and she was very sweet.
Yeah.
So, and she had these little kids
Oh.
with
That's
her
very-
before we interviewed her, and that was very endearing to me.
Yeah. It was really cute.
Yeah.
Being able to talk, because like we learned that, I don't know, we'll save it to the end. No, but like long story short, she met 2 moms together and their kids, and she grew up exactly like that. So that meeting that family meant a lot to her, and it was really sweet. And I think she has a lot of heart. And like we crap on some shady queens sometimes, but like we let some of the queens who are so popular kind of like slide. Like Alyssa Edwards, we love Alyssa, but she's so shady, you know.
Yeah.
So,
But I made that comment last week.
Oh, did you?
About how we all stand Alyssa and
Oh.
Laganja,
Yeah.
but
Right.
Silky, and there was someone in the comments who said I was delusional
And
about
I
making that
personally,
statement. But my thing is, we are aware of it, that we're letting some queens slide by based
Right.
off of.
what did I say when we were walking through DragCon today at the very end, and we walked by Alyssa's booth?
I don't know, I wasn't listening. No, I'm kidding.
Rude.
I said being shady.
Well, no, I just said, like, it's so funny because I get that she has a big following. I personally just don't get it. And it's so funny because she has the biggest, most elaborate booths.
She did
'cause
have
she
a
has
very
the money to
elaborate
spend on
booth,
it.
yeah.
And she has all these people waiting to see her, but I keep forgetting about her. Like, I literally would only think of her as I walked by that booth and saw, you know, the chaos there. But I don't think she paints wonderfully.
Well,
I think she looks
has
very
a makeup
ordinary.
artist.
She is?
She has a makeup artist.
Oh.
She probably afford one.
She might try another.
Shade button.
Where's
Where's the shade button? Where's the Vogue break?
I don't know, but I don't know. That's my 2 cents.
Okay.
Well, one of the things I loved in this episode was Nina gets a call, or not a call. She
DM.
gets a DM from Rhianna, and then she gets a video from
AOC.
Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, which I thought, like, it's fun because it's like they become celebrities, and then celebrities are like standing them too. So I always find that nice, and I like AOC. So I thought that was a sweet recognition of like all the activist work
Right.
that Nina's done to have
Yeah.
someone who's an activist themselves recognize her work. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone watches this damn show. Rihanna, I think, followed or slid into Nina's DMs.
I just said that.
Oh, you did? Sorry, Jackie, I wasn't listening.
It's gotta have it here today. I know. Thank you. Thank you,
It's
Jack.
the pink hair.
DragCon killed me. I'm sorry.
It's-
I'm so stressed
I'm
out.
struggling.
We are drag off, honey.
Then there was a reading challenge, and I
Oh.
want to ask you guys if you think this reading challenge was better than the one
No.
on the show.
Not
No?
really.
Oh my, Mercedes, wasn't she reading
Yeah.
her reads?
She
Literally.
was
Oh
reading
my
off this-
god.
Well,
I would probably do that. I don't know if I could come up with something on the spot. I'm not gonna hate on
You
that.
can come on, read me.
I can't come up with something on the spot.
I'm like a children's book. I'm too.
Are you a Nina West children's book?
Maybe. I don't know. Nina West children's book scares me at night.
You know, that's what I was going to say. You were talking about the activism and AOC and all that stuff. I'm sorry that I keep eating cough drops, but it's the only
Oh my
thing I
God.
can do
All of our
to
throats
keep.
are gone right now because
to
we've been
keep from
talking
coughing.
all
Ugh,
week.
it's
Except for
just-
mine, because all he did was hold a camera.
Yeah, everybody's all raspy, so sorry.
No, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Nina and Columbus drag in particular, just because, you know, having been from Columbus and starting my drag in Columbus, Ohio, it's so funny because people would ask me when I started doing drag here, is it different? And I mean, it wasn't even a second thought. I was like, yes. It's just such a different beast there. And when you know Columbus drag, I mean, they're all like that. It's all very political. They're always out there. They're doing benefits and they're marching and they're doing all this stuff. So what she does is very, you know, and like, again, we were saying with her runway with the family challenge, you know, that's just how they are. And that's how I'll include myself in that because I tend to get, you know, I am a very political person, if you follow, if you know me as a human being, you probably know that. And I think it's because of that. Like, I don't know. And I think it's because Ohio, you know, it is this, you know.
It's a swing state.
It is a swing state. And there, you know, you can drive a half hour and be in a very different political landscape than you are when you're in Columbus is Ohio State University. It's, you know, this arts district and all this stuff. So it's very democratic and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know. I think that feeds into your drag. Yeah. You know, and where you from. So it's appropriate that she's. I don't know. I'm so proud of her.
I know. I am watching Nina on the show. Definitely put a smile on my face. So her elimination will not be in vain, and maybe we'll see her on All Stars 5 starting tomorrow.
And maybe she'll get Miss Congeniality. I think she should get Miss Congeniality.
Maybe she deserves the $10,000. Yeah. Based off of the booth, I mean, I think she might have got it.
Oh,
yeah. Mirror moments.
Okay.
So we had. A mirror moment music. The first one was Mercedes talking about how her experience has been since the show, since she said she was Muslim, which it seemed like at first she was like didn't want to talk to people about it because she was afraid how they would react. And then she said that, you know, people were being like warm and sweet and like writing her messages and things, which I love. And you could tell she was having a blast at DragCon.
Right.
She was hilarious.
Yeah.
Her makeup's gotten a lot. I mean, even though it wasn't bad, it got a lot better. Seeing it in person, it looks good. She smells great.
No, I love what you brought up, Jackie. She took over the interview. She like laid it out. She was spouting facts. Like and we were talking after the interview. Like, where was that Mercedes? But I think it's been a year, and I think she's really grown, and I think she's so much more confident. So I'm really proud to see that with her. And yeah, she's awesome.
Plus, I think when you have been hiding something back and then you let that weight off your shoulder, you're like, no, you know what? I'm Muslim. Like, this is who I am. Like, please don't have a problem with it. And then people are loving on you for being open and saying something true about yourself. It gives you that confidence to be like, okay, I don't know why I feel the need to like hide about anything.
Yeah. Well, I think it also frees you up. You know, I think just saying the words and saying who you are and what you stand for frees you up to be more open and talk about, similar to my panel discussion that we had today with the reality stars. It was all about that. Like, you know, people only seeing these snippets of your life and, you know, thinking that this is who you actually are, you know?
Yeah, I definitely had to experience that this past weekend because people were coming over like, ugh. And I was like, don't start that up in here. Don't start that up in here. Don't start that up in here. Take that over there.
Yeah.
There you go. I like that.
Well, it's sad that really like upset me when you were talking about the stories that like outlets would come over and talk crap about Silky. It's like who gives those
we all read the articles and they come over and like, oh, I'm from this place.
Why do those people have a job? Like, that's not professional at all. I don't think they deserve to get any like credit for like that. That's not press to me. That's not. You're supposed to interview these queens and promote them and uplift them and be an ally and an advocate for them, even if you don't like a queen. Like, there was a queen, I won't name her name, that I'm not a fan of her, but I'm gonna try my best to promote her. Her booth was empty. But I'm still going to do my best to be the best ally I can, because my job is to make you look good and let people know where they can find you on social media and what your projects and what you're doing for the community.
If you can't say something nice, don't say something at all. You know, like that's the thing. It's like
that's why I skipped a lot of interviews.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you can choose who you want to interview. If that person is not your cup of tea, and there's a drag queen for every type of personality out there, just don't interview them. Like, seriously.
But I will say this too, and there were a couple people that I actually did interview that I was kind of like, okay, let's just do it. That sounds bad, but I feel, and this is the same even when I do the daytime Emmys red carpet, when I get PR people coming up and say, will you interview my client? And it's like some show I've never friggin' seen before in my life. I feel like those, they end up being...
Our show on Freeform.
Yeah.
The only person who's seen it is Ornacia.
Right. But I think those end up being better interviews.
Where was her booth? I wanted to interview Ornacia.
With just Ornacia. Not Vivacious.
Oh,
just
I've
Ornacia.
seen one Ornacia.
No, I think the person with the Ornacia, shout out to them, because I think they watch us or they listen to us.
No, they do. They do.
Shout out to you.
It was funny because I saw them from across. Now, there were Ornacia hats that you could buy, but this particular person had actually made like one that looks exactly like the Ornacia.
Yeah, that's the one I see.
Yeah, and so I saw them from a booth over, and I was like, oh my God, I love that person who made that thing. And then later on, he came by and said he watched our show, and I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Ornacia.
We had quite a few people there that watched the show, so it was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah.
And the last thing that I really appreciated about this was that, no, Mark did not interview Derek, you guys. Derek, I don't think was
she
even there.
was. Yeah,
I didn't
thought
see
she
her.
was, but no.
She
She's in Vegas being Brittany.
yeah.
Y'all are some shady ass.
Where's the button? We need the button. We got some exciting stuff for season 12, so you better.
Starting tomorrow morning.
Don't
go to sleep.
We're already planning new segments, so just when you thought you've got us figured out, wait till
So this is us
season
confirming
12.
that we will be back for season 12.
Yes,
Yes.
I guess so. It's official.
Unless they drag us out.
Until I get that email, Mark, I don't really know how to tell you this, but
Celebratory season 12 bug.
there's our
Dance
thump and jump.
break, thump and jump, dance break.
Yay!
So where were we?
Oh, wait.
The last thing I
All
want,
Stars 5.
yeah, the last piece I liked about this was Rue going around and saying, now you have to say something nice about like people in the top 4, because I'm like, I wish that happened more often, because so much of this, and yeah, it's joking, it's like you have so much shade being thrown and like reading going on, that every once in a while nice to be lifting the person up next to you, you know.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I'd like to see a question of, like, who should win other than you?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Instead of, like, who do you think should go home?
Right.
'Cause,
I felt bad for the wig. That who threw the wig on the floor? That poor
Raja threw Ariel's wig.
I felt so bad for Ariel. I was like, oh, that's kind of rude.
But the wig got thrown again at the DragCon carpet.
Yeah, I did. Oh, I saw that too. I saw that she came in.
So milk the storyline, girl.
Ariel just picked that wig up. And she probably her heart just broke right there and then.
Do you guys have any last thoughts about the episode? Before we move on to
great way to
DragCon?
end season 11. Round of applause to all top 4.
Well
to all
deserved.
15 queens. You all did a great job.
Yeah.
Y'all stressed me out this whole season. And hopefully y'all made some money this weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
They're kicking off their season 11 tour tonight at the Ace Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
So they get no break.
Yeah.
Nope.
And more power
That's
to
what
you.
was tonight. I knew there was something
Yeah.
else
Yeah.
officially happening tonight. That's what it was. Okay.
So because of you, my voice is gone. So season 11.
and if
we're
you're
done.
in town, if you can't make it to that, go to Mickey's for the
The
other
after
official
party.
after party with Mariah Balenciaga.
And Mark will be there.
I
Will you be there? I'll be there.
for a
I'll
little
put on
bit.
some
I don't know
pumps.
how
And
long I'm
J-Lo
gonna
will be
last
there.
after.
Kiss
I
me
gotta
my
get
nachos.
home. Mama's gotta lay down.
Yeah, or just go to Mickey's on Showgirls tomorrow.
Showgirls
on
A lot of them
Monday.
are gonna be there
Yeah,
again.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. So should we talk
For
more?
the people, though, that don't live in the U.S. and don't live in Los Angeles and can't get to Mickey's or see the Queens, Mark and Ollie
Yes.
did a whole bunch of interviews with the Queens at DragCon.
Yes, they got a spin-off show.
So those will come up later. And one of the questions that Mark was asking was like, what do you have to say for the fans that don't get to come here?
Yeah.
You know, which I thought was a great question, because it's like not everybody has the means to be able to
Yeah.
fly to New York or Los
Well,
Angeles.
somebody said, "Save your money." I don't remember which one it was, but somebody says that.
No, literally.
Yeah. No, we had a great time. We kind of just ran around like weirdos,
Yeah.
asking to cut lines and
was-
do interviews, and
Because you all are
We
icons.
were told no a couple times, which is fine.
But we got like 46 interviews.
Well, and we'll let you know that we did get interviews with your top 4. Brooklyn Hytes, Evie Oddly, Silky Nutmeg Ganache, and Akuria. Also Nina West, Sugar Cane, Mercedes Iman Diamond,
Raja
O'Hara.
Oh, so y'all got the whole cast.
Almost.
I can't wait to see
We were
this.
trying. We
We
tried.
got, Vanjie's line was too long. It was.
Oh, y'all could have just skipped through behind our booth.
I know.
Could've
That's
just walked
yeah,
through the
probably
curtain.
could
Bust
have.
out through the booth. I'm here.
Karen from Finance, who's my new favorite drag queen on the planet.
So I have a feeling this is a theory of mine. Out of all the 100 drag queens that we've seen who came to DragCon.
Who's that? Who's that?
He do braids down the street.
Shout out to Drag Quan.
Drag Quan.
We love you, Drag
Quan. So 12 of those people will be on season 12 or 13, however many they pick from that group of drag con girls.
Wait, who?
Right?
Wait.
Out of all the people that attended, 12 of those people or 13 of those people will be on season 12.
This year at DragCon?
Because they round them up at DragCon.
Oh.
And they
probably
filmed next week or next month or next 2 weeks or something like that.
after Pride, probably. Interesting.
So I was looking at everybody like, okay, she got nails on. She might be on the show. She might be on the show. Her wig's a little dusty. So we'll find out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know any names. I know more so all-star rumors, but I won't say anything.
Yes, no spoilers. But
I know
the
nothing.
interviews will be up in the next couple days, so you guys can check that out.
I'm gonna try and get some of. We'll see what I can do tonight. I'm gonna try and get some up to 1 or 2 at least.
Okay.
Do you guys have any like thoughts that you want to share from DragCon highlights?
Yes. My highlight. It has made my day, my year, my season, my lifetime. I got a chance to meet Michelle Visage. And she told me I was beautiful. She didn't read me about silhouette. She didn't read me about wearing green. She didn't read anything. And then I said, I just want to give you a hug. Just want to say hi. She gave me a hug, and she looks back, and she gives me this like mesmerized look on her face. You are so beautiful. I said, bitch, you are so beautiful.
She told me to get away from her booth.
She said it nicer. Or
She said, you're really close. Can you take 2 steps back, please?
Is that what she told you? Oh. Well, so shout out to Ronnie for making that happen.
Yeah,
Ronnie
yeah.
Jr. was working.
Ronnie
Michelle's
Jr.
booth.
made me beautiful.
And you got us the interview with Silky too, because you were at Silky's booth. So that was
I was working Silky's booth, so if you came
You're
by
working-
and said
thank-
hi,
yeah.
thank you guys for taking pictures with me.
working
too.
your ass off.
You know,
Yeah.
I will say I also did a panel today, not any of the drag queens, but it was reality TV people. So Jonathan Bennett, Marissa Jarrett Winokur, Demi Burnett, Mark Kanamura, and Joey Graceffa. Wow, I made it through them all. And one of the things we talked about, there's actually the last question, the guy that came up, who was from Florida, was saying that he's in this special living facility or something in Florida, and he's depressed. And we just talked a lot about what I was saying earlier of you guys seeing snippets of our day. And thinking that, and Mark Kanamura, who was on my paddle, who you know from So You Think You Can Dance, and he danced for Lady Gaga. He does all the
wig
dancing,
changes
the wig
in the
change
in the
videos
bedroom.
in his bedroom. That's Mark. He go to his Instagram because about maybe like a week ago, he posts a video and he says, I want to make a comment to people who comment on my video saying, I want to be more like you. I want to have your energy. I want to have your confidence. I want to be happy like you all the time. And he said, I just feel like I have to tell you that I'm not this all the time. I'm lonely. I'm depressed. I have these moments. You just don't see them all the time on my Instagram. And I need you to know that is normal. Like, because his thing was, I don't want you going to bed thinking because you're not as happy as Mark is, you're not dancing around your room like Mark is, that something is wrong with you. And this guy that came up, that he ended was the last question after we had been talking about that most of the day, or most of the panel, was just like, you're in the right place. you're here. You're at DragCon. This is a room full of weirdos. It's so funny, too, because when I was getting ready and I put this on this morning, you know, walking out of my apartment in Beverly Hills adjacent,
You tell them, girl.
I just, you know, you feel different walking outside in something like this than you. And as soon as I got there, because excuse me, I kept thinking, oh, do I want to wear that the whole day? But once I was there, I was underdressed. You know what I mean? It's just so funny to me, like, our community and what DragCon stands for is so much more than the drag queens and, you know, waiting in line to buy their merch. It's about all these people coming together and accepting everybody, you know? And, you know, you guys watch us and you get to know us, you know, in here and stuff too. But again, we have lives that you're not seeing, and there's things that happen outside of this that we don't tell you about. We do appreciate you. We love having you here, but please know that we love you just as much as you love us. It's so important for you guys to know.
Yeah.
Like, no one should go home and feel unloved. We love you.
Well, I love you guys.
Yeah.
That was sweet.
Yeah.
You know,
This
and
is a great way to end the season.
yeah, and it makes me think of Ru had this comment to Raja in this episode where she was like, "You were hurting. Why not allow people to see your vulnerability rather than lashing out at
With
people?"
Raja. Yeah.
Because and this is kind of a problem with social media too. Is like you see like a Snapchat or an Instagram of someone having a good time, and maybe their Instagram is like really nice pictures or whatever, but you just don't know what's going on, and a lot of people, you know, are afraid to be vulnerable or don't want to show those moments. And it's like it's so, one of the things I like about Drag Race is I like those honest moments where someone's on the show and they're like, man, I'm struggling. Like Silky in this episode was like, I gained 30 pounds and I was stressed out, and like I couldn't find pads that fit me, you know. And we can then open ourselves up to relate to you because you're being really honest about your emotions, and you can say as a person, wow, I felt that too, you know.
Well, my interview with Silky too was actually probably one of my favorites as well. She just really spoke from her heart and talked about, you know, yes, you know what, there's going to be haters, you know, we get them, you know, but I do feel like she's learned how to just brush those off and embrace the people that are appreciate her honesty, her personality, and just focusing on that, because that's what you have to do. You can't focus on those
VIP
other things.
night on Friday night. I had a pep talk with her because I had just rewatched Brene Brown's documentary thing on Netflix, and I was like, "Girl, you are going to choose courage over comfort today. You are going to carry all this faith." And she was just like, "You know what? You're right." Yeah. So I kind of gave her a pep talk, and I mean, I feel like everybody needs a pep talker.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know what I do now too is I've been going on Twitter and following a lot of like daily affirmation Twitter pages.
Yeah.
And literally now it honestly is like, so it really makes me smile. I get up in the morning, I get on my Twitter, and I just start scrolling, and it's all these like happy, positive.
I do
like
it when I
things.
sleep.
And it just makes you. It's like, why don't you want to? You want to start your day like that? You know what I mean, with that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Well, I want to, for our last moment of DragCon discussion, I want to give a shout out to viewers James Brock and Mabo and Jimmy.
Oh, Mabo and Jimmy!
Yeah,
That was so cute. And
thanks you guys for...
From Toronto, who's the who saw us when we were coming in? Oh my gosh! Hold on. Keep talking. I'm gonna find
Mark,
it.
we'll look this
I'm gonna
up,
look it up
and we'll get back to you.
Because he tagged me in his
You guys
post.
are all our fans of the week. It was so great getting to meet you. Thanks as always to the people who join us in the chat roll. It's another way that we get to interact with you guys. Toronto Russell as well.
Somebody said, Mark, please tell Jayla that I stand her, and she always looks like a super villain. I know where you live.
And Kat, we saw Kat on the way out too, who's a fan of the show, and she was very sweet.
Ava.
Oh, Ava. Yep.
No, I just want to say, like, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys watching us and supporting us, because it just means a lot. I love that DragCon brings people together, and I'll keep it short and sweet. Like, don't have like a lot of, I don't know, support from people.
Yeah.
Like actual like support, like followers.
Yeah.
Actual like emotional support sometimes, and I think this kind of, I'm like down. I'm like tired now, but it was just a really nice, motivating experience, and I think it's expensive, but it's also, it can help people sometimes. I think seeing families, seeing young little kids and their moms. I know like they're kids, but it's humbling knowing that kids get to grow up with that.
Trinity K. Bonet, we interviewed. She actually did. She said something like she gets all these exhibitor passes when she has a booth, and she's like, I have all these and I don't use them. She's like, maybe I'll give them away to fans. And I love when she said that. I was like, what a smart idea.
Yeah.
I wish they all would do that. Like, if you have all these exhibitor passes and you can't use them, do a drawing on your Twitter or something and let fans who genuinely want to go and can't afford that come and see you. Like,
that's a great idea.
What an amazing gift that would be. So I hope Trinity does do it. She was a fun interview as well.
She was really funny.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah,
she actually looked absolutely beautiful too.
She was the one who said, "Find me on Christian Mingle."
Yes, she did.
Well, I just need to find whose dentist is doing everybody's teeth.
I know, right?
I need some new teeth. I need a new nose. And
You don't need new
Girl, you are
any.
perfect the way you are. You
I
do not need
I
that.
do need new teeth.
No, you don't.
I'm gonna get them. Season 12, I'm gonna have new teeth. All Stars 5, I'm gonna have new lips.
She's crazy. She's
perfect.
crazy.
I'm just running off fumes, y'all. DragCon has wore me
We
out.
are. I know. Like I'm sure people are like watching me, going, "What the? Is
Are they doing
with Mark?"
drugs?
I'm just like, I am.
What are you
I
guys talking? You guys have so much energy. I'm
What?
like over here
No.
falling asleep.
I said to you in the car when we were coming back. I said, Ollie, I don't know if I can do it. You guys might have to do it. He's like, don't you dare. You are.
Exactly.
That's what friends do. They bully other friends into getting on their panel.
Yeah. Now I got to go feed the dogs and go to bed.
Do we have a local queen, Ollie?
We do.
So let's get our local
I want
queen
to shout
up
out
there.
a local queen, Tora Hyman. She,
Oh my God, I love that name.
I love the name.
yeah, she's really sweet. She watches
It
us.
took me a second too. I was like, oh.
She
I
was
get it.
there. She was there working. She works her butt off. I think she's leaving tomorrow. But it was really nice meeting with you. If you go check her out, follow her at Tora Hyman. She's so funny.
She was sweet.
Please show her some love.
Yeah.
And I have some quick news and gossip. Our very own former panelist, Ronnie. He's working for VH1 right now, and he produces a podcast called the VH100 Podcast. And they have it's a reality TV podcast, and they have a segment on there called The Last Lap, which is basically a drag race quiz segment. So if you guys want to support Ronnie and check out his podcast, and there's some drag race content on there as well.
Yeah, good.
And for our last thought, I want to go around and ask you guys who you think's going to win, or who you want to win. So, Ollie, you first.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
You can't be plastic.
I want
It can't be blessed.
It can't be plastic.
I want Jayla to win.
I've already won, honey. I can't say because I win.
Okay. Fair enough. Mark?
I want Evie Oddly to win. Plain and simple.
I
I'm not
want
gonna mince words.
I want Evie or Akira to win because I liked Evie from the beginning, but Akira, I think there was some real growth because like she started off and you were like, oh, she just has some great outfits, but she wasn't like really like manning the challenges. And then as it went along, she was like slaying the challenges and taking notes. And I respect that as well. Plus, she was just so cute when we met with her. So.
She was very sweet as well.
Yeah,
Akira
she
very
was.
sweet.
She was an old Southern belle.
Actually, the top 5, 6 were all wonderful.
great.
No one, no attitudes,
It was
nothing from
all
any of them.
Yeah.
the bitter queens.
There were some like we had to come back. They were just like, "Can you come back at this time?" Blah blah blah. But they were very accommodating and stuff. So, thank you all. Thank you for everybody who let us come in, and sorry to the fans who were waiting in line and were like, "Why is that guy in the sparkly jacket getting to go ahead of me?"
Because I'm an icon and you're not.
Where's our shade? Those shade buttons. All right.
Well, everyone in line, you get to watch YouTube video of Mark interviewing people. So that's what that got you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And join us next week for the finale. You guys, so excited.
Yeah.
We're going to be turning some looks, honey.
Oh.
So make sure
Yes.
you watch.
But we may have to do a different time.
We might. We'll
Keep you posted.
look at our Instagram or our Twitter,
Yeah.
and we'll keep you posted.
Because we might have our reality TV red carpet.
Okay.
So we may have to switch time or do it on a different day. So just follow us and we'll let you guys know. Okay?
Thanks, you guys. You can find me everywhere. 123 Jackie V.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Lorraine Love, Lorayne Love.
And you can watch me flex it for the gram. Follow me at whoisJayla.rocks. That's 2 X's 3 if you nasty.
And follow me on Twitter and Instagram and on Twitch now. I'm starting that at Ollie Dreamer. Watch me play video games and drink.
Oh, that's right.
Yay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.